Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. I am recovering from my successful fire cape getting. Starting by making 100,000 coins, thieving Arty Knights, because I was literally broke, with no money anywhere. Not stored, not in the looting bag, not at Nightmare Zone. This is my cash stack now. It's not much, but it's a start. We need to fling all over the world, putting stuff back where it needs to be, getting stuff reset, so we can carry on with one quest, and then we're ready for Slayer. If you were wondering what happened to all the Tokel that I got from the fight caves, that is now Earth runes and air runes. It didn't buy much, but that's fine. Here on Lunar Isle, I can get my lunar staff back for 30,000 coins, which is super handy, always good. And I can use the altar here to switch from ancients to lunars to regular spells. And that's all I need the seal of passage for. Don't need an ancient mace anymore. Might as well wear the accumulator, because now I need to go and get stuff out of the looting bag. And we're going to need to kill... I guess we're not going to need that. Once we get the stuff out of the looting bag, that is where the Dragon Scimitar lives, so that'll be fine. Anyways. I'm going to drop the 6 sharks that I didn't end up needing for the fight caves. Only used 2. And technically we still have a handful of sharks in the looting bag, but not a large number. I don't know if we're even going to bother keeping them. Destroy the looting bag. Nope, not that. Destroy. Add. Deposit. Deposit is not destroy, fun fact. We're in the wilderness, no one's around. Pick up all of our things. We have a wide variety of things in here now. It is quite something. Yeah, we got 4 sharks in here. Interesting. And we can go get another looting bag. Save space for 4 sharks. Technically we're still okay. I'll keep them for now. We get more noted sharks. That could be helpful. But first, a range level. Level 79. These darts are doing very well at training range. They are very quick. Very quick. Our quest starts here in Falador with Sir Tificashin. I've lost my comm ward, so we get another one. Super convenient. Because this is actually needed for this quest. Got any more jobs for me? I'd like to start doing some Temple Knight missions. Get better armor, and all that good stuff. And since we are now technically a White Knight, they can process our application correctly. And this is already done. They are much quicker with getting things done than the White Knights ever were. And so, they have a mission for me. To some far-off exotic land. Nope. Ardoin. Very exotic. So what's going on? Nothing. Nothing is in Ardoin. But there is something happening in Witchhaven. Start the Slug Menace. We're going to need to report to Cole O'Neill in Witch Haven. He's a retired Temple Knight, and he's going to be able to fill us in with what's going on. And we're going to get a secret phrase. In Falador, the geese fly backwards on Tuesdays. Sounds fun to me. The fate of the world rests in our hands, because of course it does. And we get some upgrades for our comm orb. Very cool. And now we have the comm orb V2. We got Savant in here, in our convenient communication orb. What kind of information do we have on this task? They're collating a lot of other data about Witch Haven, and they'll keep us up to date with anything they find while we are on the mission. So we can head over to Witch Haven. Right from the start, things are clearly not going well. An obvious fishing village where all the boats are broken and sunk and just general destitution. So let's see what the Colonel here has to say. I'm gonna give it with our secret passphrase about the geese flying backwards. Is this supposed to be a Temple Knight secret code? But Sir Tiffy was just messing with us. He's not impressed with us being assigned to this job. But I'm a full member of the Temple Knights. So there. Anyways. What do I want to know? What is going on? What's the mission? What am I dealing with here? Something strange started happening 3 weeks ago. The mayor called a meeting, and he was acting peculiar. During the meeting, he announced that they're going to be renovating the shrine west of town. Which is very odd, because he's never been the religious sort. And that would have been just a peculiarity if it wasn't for the things he's been bringing into the town. Surface-to-air ballistas, intercontinental exploding fireballs, quasi-futuristic henchman uniforms. The essential tools for world domination? Nope. Mining equipment. And also, large amounts of rune essence. Way more than this village would need. So I will look into it. Also, villagers have been disappearing, and then showing up again in a dazed and confused state. Not just getting drunk, are they? Worth investigating, at least. So about Witch Haven itself. It is falling apart. A bit run down. Does not even begin to describe it. Used to be a bustling port and fishing town until the fishing platform happened. Takes away business from the little guy here. Highly unfortunate. And who are the important people
we should go and talk to? He has 3 in mind. The mayor, Hob, the first one that was acting strangely, and as the mayor, he has a lot of sway. And he's looking odd, too. We have Brother Maledict at the church. He should have a good feel of what's going on in town. And Holgart, the fisherman. I've spoken to him before. But we can also talk to other people, if we fancy. So that is just about the gist of it. Strange goings on, mysterious disappearances, and then reappearances. The mayor being shifty, and the town falling to ruin. Let's start by chatting with the mayor. He is looking very odd. You're the mayor, correct? Mayor Eustace Hobb. He has a nice house. Quiet and undisturbed. Just how he likes it. I'm here in Witchhaven. Just do a bit of relaxing around. Having a good time. A very quiet, relaxing village. And he's going to play off his odd behavior as him just being a bit tired. He's got so much work to do. Working on the shrine to the west. Things must be made better. Saradoma will be pleased, I'm sure. Why am I really here? We're being slightly suspicious. They're onto us. Also, I'm visiting Jake O'Neill. Very good. Very good. And how did you know my name? Because I didn't tell you when I came in. Doesn't matter. Must have mentioned that I was here. Anyways. Do you know you look very ill? Nope, just tired. You sure? You're like yellow. Food poisoning, maybe. Right. Not the typical food poisoning. You just need some time to get better. Hope you get better soon. What do you have to say about Witchhaven? It's fallen apart because of the fishing platform. But no. He is actually pro-fishing platform. Heralds a new beginning for Witchhaven. But it took away all the trade, but has brought back so much more. So much more. It was a necessary step. And what improvements are you making to the shrine? The shrine is the future. Their destiny and heritage. It holds a new path for Witchhaven and all of Gillinor. Very impressive. The shrine has a deep and ancient history, and it's very important. We'll have to take a look at that then. There's much to be done before work is finished. But when it is, we'll be unable to keep ourselves away. You've been very strange. Goodbye. What an odd fellow. And Savant contacts us. We're still here right next to the mayor but he's somehow not overhearing our conversation with this orb. Mayor was acting a bit fishy. You don't say. We need to do a scan of the mayor. Don't mind my crazy orb. Don't worry about it. He's not possessed by any spirits. There's no residual magic. But there's 2 life forms at his location. And it's not me. Very strange, though. She will keep investigating. The desk is locked, so we can't rummage through his stuff. But he's also kind of just standing right here, so let's not bother him for right now. And instead, let's go talk to Brother Maledict. He's over here, at the church. And he is a bit concerned. It seems that his congregation is drifting away. Typically, there have been a lot of people coming to the church here to seek solace with how bad everything's been going on in town. But recently, less and less people have been attending services. Any ideas why? He's linking it back to the mayor, asking them to help improve the shrine. What do you know about this shrine? One of the wonders of Witch Haven. It's been here since before Witch Haven even existed. Very old. Over 150 years, at least. There used to be a temple guardian, but in the intervening years, he's become more of just a priest here. And then the shrine was abandoned and fallen into disrepair. So now the mayor is renovating the shrine, which was a pleasant surprise. He wants everyone to wait until it's ready for the reveal. And the people of Witch Haven, hardworking, very generous, usually. Something's changed over the past few weeks. Things are different. They wander around the village in a listless state. Very, very strange. And everything's connected back to the shrine. So we're really going to need to investigate that. But we have one more person to talk to first. And that is Holgart here. Hello, Holgart. How are things going? Very poorly. He's been washed up and left to dry. Scuppered, keel-hauled, and bottomed out. He is destitute and can sail no more. What happened? About 2 weeks ago, so this was after things started getting weird, the mayor told him that he broke the new Articles of Sailing law and took his boat and gave it to Jeb Wormwood. So Jeb is now running the boat to the fishing platform. Also, things have gotten even stranger at the fishing platform. So there's another way to look at what's going on here. Fishing platform is also connected here with how much the mayor was raving about how good it is, when everything else is pointing to how it's been a huge problem for the town. With the 3 people that Colonial mentioned, we can go back to him and give him our report. Something is very wrong. The mayor's confiscated Hogarth's boat, and there's something really fishy about him. Brother Maledict has noticed massive changes in the population's willingness to come to his services, and that all the focus is being put on the shrine to the west. This shrine needs a thorough investigation. Going to go take a good look down there. The stairs down to the shrine here don't really make any sense. There is no space to go in there. There's like a few inch crack that we're going to somehow squeeze through. But here we are. And the shrine itself is behind a hidden wall. Enter the wall opening. We've got giant lobsters and a long tunnel we can just skip past with an agility shortcut. Very convenient. And then in the end, we've got an interesting wall, some imposing doors, some statues, and some sea slugs. And Savant is getting some interesting information here. The markings on the door look familiar, and they want to scan. Need to be closer to the door. Get right on it. Scan. These glyphs look similar to ancient Ceradoman runes. And she knows someone that can translate it for us. Although he is not a member of the Knights, so we're going to need to be a little covert with it. We've magically been given a transcript of these runes. And now we need to take these to Jorl. He's at the outpost. Also, I'm going to take a dead sea slug, because that just sounds like a great thing to do. Yeah, I have a sea slug. I picked it up. It's fine. It's dead. But they were very worried since this whole sea slug business. It's a whole situation. We should take a quick scan of the slug for analysis. Very good. Scan. It's been scanned. Let's go see Jorl. Since we haven't done making history yet, Jorl is just some guy living in a shed. But we're here for a translation anyways. Since you are something of a historian, and he claims to be the best in the world, can you translate something for me? his services don't come cheap. And it's going to have to wait until next month. I was really hoping this would be a quicker endeavor. He has an ongoing series of texts that need to be cataloged ASAP. And so Savant chimes in. And unlike the mayor, Jorl actually notices that we're trying to talk to an orb. Just talking to my backpack, whispering into my backpack, help! I'm working for a wizard who's sending telepathic instructions. Right. And what does this voice want me to do? The Temple Knights have a front company who Jorl is working for currently. And we don't want to repeat that. Sorry. Not you. We're working for Petmel Books. And this document is from them. And that apparently explains the mild insanity on our part. The document is very interesting. Uses an early variation of a script used by the priest of Saradomin. And it says something about a great battle between Saradomin and the Mayish Medron. Mavis Medron? Mayish Medron. A corruption of an even earlier language. So it's really Mother Malum. And what's that? They trapped this Mother Malum behind a mystical prison that's supposed to be sealed forever. Interesting. And then Savant waits till we're a few steps away from Jorl this time, so we can chat about what's happening here. That was the final piece of the puzzle that we needed to figure out what's going on. Cross-referencing the new information with other texts that they have, we've got a history. This is not the first time the Temple Knights have had to deal with this Mother Malum character. Centuries ago, a great evil had taken control of many influential people, and that was the Mother Malum. A few remaining uncorrupted knights managed to figure out how to remove Sea Slug possession. And so we could use that to free all the people in Witch Haven? Possible. And then they went on a great crusade to destroy the Mother Malum. But they were too powerful, so all they could do was trap her in a prison. And it looks like she's breaking free. So the best we can do is repair or reinforce the prison. Did the research show how they were trapped in the first place? Not exactly. A dragon crashed into the headquarters a few years ago and destroyed a lot of their records, which does complicate things. So we need to head back to Witch Haven and look around for any clues. Reporting back in with Colonial. And things are worse than we thought. There's something trapped under Witch Haven. The Temple Knights fought in ages past. Ancient and very evil. Can we be a little more specific, though? Mother Malum. And a connection to sea slugs. So it's not a coincidence that they are renovating the shrine. Most likely, they're trying to break Mother Malum free. So what we need to do is go talk to the priest of Saradomin, see if he has any information about the shrine that could help us. Because the shrine is connected to the doors. They had the big white knights right outside the mystical prison. So if we can get any information about how the prison was constructed, how the magic works, that would be incredibly helpful. Unfortunately, the mayor is leaving the church right now, welcoming Brother Maledict to the family. You okay? We are Maledict. You feeling alright? Just a little tired. So much work. So much to do. And that sounds very familiar. I need to ask you about the shrine. I discovered a hidden passageway leading to a pair of double doors. And I wanted to know about what might be behind those doors. No. He's not going to tell us. The history of the shrine is contained within the Holy Book of Saradomin, and they have not read that part. Can I have the book then? No. Okay, why not? All the pages about the shrine's history have been stolen. And you want me to find them for you? Yes. Alright then. How very convenient that he never read those pages, and now that they also have been stolen. How very convenient. I opened the locked drawer. Apparently it wasn't locked very well. I get page 1. Oh boy. The mayor had one of the pages, which is slightly suspicious. We're going to talk to Ezekiel now. He's talking like we've talked before, but we haven't. Anything he can do to help us? I'm looking for Holy Book pages. Like these? Yes. How did you get these? Somebody pushed them under his door right before we got here. And then they left very quickly. But we can have the pages. Very strange. Did you know you look just like the mayor? And sound like him too? That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to him. He admires the mayor. He works so hard. It's really the skin tone and bulging eyes. Very, very similar. He doesn't get out much. I can see why. Maybe the mayor is grown to admire him and is copying his fashion sense. Because he's always looked like this. And he resents that. Alright. Goodbye, Ezekiel. Very strange. I'll see Colonial again. Hope you can help me out here. You're looking a bit sickly. They got you too, didn't they? Or maybe it's a elaborate deception to fool them. Yeah. He has the last page of the Holy Book. That's very convenient. I guess I'll take it. It's been torn into 3 pieces, so we're going to need to fix them. Another complication. Let's add some swamp paste to the mix. Slap these back together. But Savant has other ideas. Just trying to glue these pages together. What do you want? We can't use oil-rich swamp paste on ancient parchment. Obviously. Luckily, the sea slug analysis has finished. And if we rendered them down, it'd be a sticky, clear glue. All we need to do is find someone with experience in aquatic cooking. And we have that over on the fishing platform. Just need to travel here with Jeb, since he now has the boat instead of Holgart. And we head to the fishing platform. Right over here. It now has giant lobsters, which is something. Things continue to be a mess here. But we got Bailey, who screams when we come in. We're not surprised at that. Not expecting that to happen. He thought we were one of the fishermen. Very surprised. And he is scared half to death out here. Things are very weird. I've got something that I need your help with. I need you to cook this sea slug. And it'll help me eliminate the source of the sea slugs. He's been cooking a new batch of gumbo, but he cooked it too long, and it's now thick and sticky. I'll make a perfect base for the glue. Good timing. Here's a dead sea slug to add to this glue, and there we go. Sea slug glue. Perfect. And now, we get a puzzle. We've got 3 separate pieces that we need to move and rotate around in order to get them in the right position. It's very, very awkward. Selecting the pieces, flipping them, rotating them, moving them. Very, very archaic puzzle. Switch to piece 3, which needs a good flip and rotate and move. And now it all makes sense. Do we really need to glue this back together? Couldn't just hold the pieces next to each other? Would that have been so hard? But now we have all 3 pages. The pages give us a method of modifying rune essence into mystical keystones. We can easily do this process. Shape each piece of essence into a specific form, and then bring them to the rune crafting altars to empower them with the certain elements. We need 5 in total: earth, air, fire, water, and mind. These runes won't be useful for casting spells, but that's fine. Page 1 has Earth and Air. Page 2, Fire and Water. And page 3, Mind. So we are going to need some essence, which we can go and mine at the Rune Essence Mine very easily. There are many steps of this process which can fail, so we want to bring as many Rune Essence with us as possible. We don't need the swamp paste anymore, so that can go on the floor. Shape an Earth Rune, an Air Rune, Fire Rune, Water Rune, and Mind Rune. Did that well enough. Now we need to go to all the altars. We don't have the luxury of having a whole bunch of talismans in a bank, so we're going to have to take multiple trips through the abyss. It's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Running out into the wilderness, being in the abyss. But hopefully we'll be fine. We've got teleports, so hopefully if anything weird happens, we'll be okay. Teleport to the abyss. And then we need to quickly get into the middle ring before things hurt us too much. And since we're right here next to the water rift, I guess we'll do that one first. So we just need to use the specially made water rune on the water altar. And we get fancy water rune. And now we just need to go to 4 more locations. The fire altar for the fire rune. Also, the things in the abyss beat me up pretty severely, so I'm going to go and get some food to heal here a bit. Don't want to go run into the wilderness and into the abyss with 44 HP. The mind altar. Another success. Fantastic. This is based on rune crafting level, and 55 is pretty good. But there is still a chance to fail. So hopefully we can just get the last 2. Although we have plenty of spare essence, so that shouldn't be a problem either way. The air altar. This one looks like a cloud. That makes a lot of sense. Other one's a little bit less so, though, so we're just going off what the pages say, so that's fine. And lastly, the earth altar for the earth rune. We were perfect in making all these, so that's good. And now we just need to bring these to the door. Should be very easy. Here we are. There are 5 holes in here for putting in 5 runes. So we will place them in the slots they fit. All the different ones. And there we go. And this opens the door. That is the opposite of what we wanted to do. Here's the mayor, looking even more fishy than before. He never thought we'd make it this far. What? What's going on? We've been played for a fool. Ah. We did their dirty work. Getting information from the Temple Knights. Doing rune crafting, which no one ever wants to do. And also,
the door couldn't even be opened by them. Somebody had to be working for the Temple Knights in order to do so. This is all went perfectly to plan for them. Everything's advancing even quicker than anticipated. What are your plans? Wouldn't you like to know? And of course, we're going to go for the villain monologue as a reward for all of our hard work. We've got the Slug Prince. Behold, the beauteous visage of our beloved prince. This is Mother Malum? No. This is not the Great Mother. We will never have the chance to gaze upon her. This will be the last thing we ever see. And by that we mean I'm going to kill a slug. He's level 62. I'm not worried about it. Goodbye, the Slug Prince. I will hit you with my Dragon Scimitar, and it's not even an issue. Yeah. One final flourish. And we get some slime on our feet, which gets us stuck here. Do you know what you've done? Save the world? No. The prince will be reborn again. And now we face the wrath of Mother Malum. And here she is. It is an even larger sea slug holding a body. Weird. But they were prepared for this. So the mayor can go and prepare the throne. What shall we do with me? My mind is an open book. A very essence laid bare. We have great potential. So we should be destroyed now before we can interfere in the future. Or we could be taken and be used by the sea slugs. After millennia, this husk is almost spent. We would make an excellent host. I'm not going to let you do that. I'll fight to my last breath. Fantastic. It's always so much sweeter when they resist. No. What's going on? We've been having some technical problems with the comm orb. Save me! We have to get out of here immediately. Emergency teleport, go! Whack. Didn't work. Be with us for all eternity. I'd really rather not. Can we get this teleport to work? The magic is being blocked. We're gonna try something else. It's useless to resist. Now would be a good time. One more second. Slug Queen reaches up to attack us, and we are out. Well, that was too close for comfort. Almost lost me there. We should talk to Sir Tiffy about this whole business. About Slug Menace. Everything has gone horribly wrong. It can't be all that bad. No, it really is. Witchhaven has been overrun by mind-controlling sea slugs. They got everyone. And then they tricked me into opening the prison for their queen to escape. The Mother Malum. Not good news at all. I did kill the prince, though. That will delay their plans a little bit. But now, she's going to go after leaders and other important figures to gain more control and power. So what can we do about it? We're going to increase surveillance. And we'll be personally in charge of this mission when the time comes. For now, we get access to more Temple Knight resources. We've been promoted. Neat. With this promotion, we've got new responsibilities. Eventually we'll go to headquarters. But for now, we need to gather more information. There will be a new task in a little while. But in the meantime, I will look out for any signs of sea slugs. And Colonial has been disavowed, now considered extremely dangerous, and to be killed on sight. Quest completed. 1 quest point. 3,500 crafting, runecrafting, and thieving experience. And gets us to 245 quest points. Our promotion to proselyte. 36 runecrafting. 5 times mind. Oh boy. Our promotion to proselyte means we can get what we came here for. A new set of armor. Full proselyte. If we get the pack, it actually costs less. Unpack it, and there's full proselyte. Better than the initiate. By a bit. And there's 80 range. There's some cool stuff at 80 range. Stuff that we can't actually do. So we're going to be just happy with our new armor here. But we can now, technically, wield the Bow of Faradinin, the Zarite Vambraces, and Zarite Crossbow for when we go to Nex and the Gauntlet. That's totally a thing that's happening soon. We grab out the old armor here. We can see the difference in prayer bonus. Typically would not wear the helmet, but just for reference here. 1 more prayer bonus on the helm, 2 more prayer bonus on the body, and 1 more prayer bonus on the legs. So, for Slayer task purposes, in full proselyte, it's going to be 3 more prayer bonus. So that's something. And much like with the other set, it's all storable in a house, which is super convenient. That is the last thing I wanted. So if we want to do any preying on Slayer tasks, we have more prayer bonus to go around. We got the fire cape. Got the rune crossbow, if I feel like using that. In a lot of cases, iron darts seem to be better, just because they're so fast. But either way, it's time to do Slayer. Next time. Goodbye.